All right, so after a very unfortunate loss of playing terrible, I believe I had 4 turnovers the previous game and still was in it, but my goodness, I played terrible. So trying to rebound, get it together, and have to play more efficiently. Cannot play a game throwing so poorly. So not making my boy McNair proud at all. Not making him look good. I'm out here struggling. So, again, got to hope for a different turn of events, man. So, let's see if we can start off on the right side of things on defense. Start off with some good momentum, hopefully, and be able to carry that over towards the offensive side of the ball as he ends up throwing a quick drag for about a yard. Very next play, throws off his back foot. I was almost there. So, on 3rd and 5, big play. Hits the crossing route. I got sucked into a block. I was a little too low. You know, usually I be hawking that middle, man. Big run defense right there. Not letting Shady hit the outside. As somebody who owns that fast bastard, I know he hits the outside and he can do a lot of damage. So on 3rd and 6 right here, he's going in. Oh, my goodness. That is just terrible user by me. Over pursued way too hard. And we end up sending a blitz off the left side. And we end up recovering. So that right there, awesome way to start the game. Chuck it up to Julio, baby. Chuck it up to Julio and let Julio do what Julio does as he ends up snagging it on him. And he definitely had a step on the corner, so it's pretty much a one-on-one situation between him and the safety, and he ends up winning that battle. How did he thread that needle right there? Like that quick inside pass. Speaking of quick, look at Von Miller coming off the edge right there. So, right here, we get an incomplete pass on 3rd and 10. Very big play right here. And he hits me with the under center C routes on both sides. Now, that right there, very big play. Pay attention. Pay attention now. As somebody who's terrible on defense, one thing I try my best to do is pay attention to their play calls and what situation. That way I can try and, you know, make my adjustments. So next time you got to do it. And there it is. That was the adjustment. We put Sean Lee out there on coverage. If you want to just rewind it and look at the masterpiece. No, I need you to rewind that play specifically and look at the masterpiece. What it is we did. Don't rewind it yet. Wait, let me explain and then you can rewind it. What it is we did. We came out in cover 3. Sean Lee was in that right there was a terrible pass. I meant to throw a bullet pass, not a lob, and not a lob, and I threw a pick right there. That was just complete accident. Just tapped the damn button when I meant to hold it down. But we had Sean Lee in the purple, and I spotlighted the receiver on the far left. So he didn't play underneath. As soon as it hiked, Sean Lee ran straight over there to guard the guy who was spotlighted in that area. I manually guard the C route on the right side, and Sean Lee just made one hell of a play, and that is why, you know, having him on the team is so clutch because he has that great zone coverage. So right here, he's playing a little bit of man-to-man, and somehow, so that was another bad read. We got lucky, and somehow we end up completing that pass, but I was not confident. Once I threw it, I thought for sure it was picked. I somehow got lucky, and we caught an inch of separation towards the very end. And, I mean, I'll take it, but just bad read by me. You know, I'm just not playing as good as I know I can play, and we end up scoring right there. And offensively, I just feel like we are just struggling with our reads, with our decision making, just terrible. So 1st and 10 right here. Only a handful of seconds remaining. Just don't give up anything over the top. And Harrison Smith comes up with the pick. And like I said, that Harrison Smith is so good. Plays fantastic for me as we end up calling a quick little out route. And I could have went out of bounds, but I decided to cut up field for an extra 3-4 yards. And that right there was definitely a mistake considering I had no timeouts. And I didn't realize it until I'm spamming the timeout button and no timeouts were called. So still keep it on the ground. I believe I start chewing clock at this point. Yes, I do. Going on ahead and trying to waste as much time as possible. As Shady hits the outside. And he gone. I say he gone. Now that right there is one aspect where I really believe him and only him takes that all the way. I don't know. Just again, when he hits the open field, it is very hard to go on ahead and catch him from behind. But again, I gotta get that monster girly in my life. I gotta put them shoulder down and just run. I need to run folks over. You know, I ain't been able to. You don't run anybody over with McCoy. I need to just flat out put the shoulder down and run over some folks. I need that in my life. So, and plus, you know, our spellback will be McCoy. So, you know, that'll go on ahead and give us a very, very good 1-2 punch since we gave away our Ricky Williams on Twitter. So 4th and 5 right here, big play. End up going to some man-to-man shade inside. You know, hopefully he didn't have any corner post or anything like that going towards the sideline. Thankfully he didn't. He tried to go to a drag, but we were in position to stop that. Tried to toss right there. We ended up losing a handful of yards. So 3rd and 13 right here. He's calling the man-to-man, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but we end up getting sacked, and thankfully, that bounce back, baby, as we end up pinning him on the 12-yard line as Von Miller comes around for the sack. Right here, he ends up quick pass to the left. Good job by him. Now, he's still in the game. He just has to go ahead, score here, and he has all 3 of his timeouts. So, preferably, if he can score before the 2-minute warning, he's in good shape. So, about 2:30 remaining, steps up in the pocket, and he ends up throwing into double coverage. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, we stop him here, game is over. And that's exactly what it is we do. We catch an interception. So what do I decide to do? Chuck it up to Julio. And what decides to happen? Just, you know, we just get mossed by Slay. So should have just ran and, you know, kept the ball on the ground and kept the clock moving. But for whatever reason, my brain thought it was a good idea to come out in a pass and throw a pick. So good job, brain. Good job, GG brain. So 4th and 6 right here, and we catch another interception around the same area. Just hawk in the middle, making sure I don't let nothing go in my area. And at this point, he's not wasting any of his timeouts. He just feels like he's not even going to try and delay the inevitable. Game is pretty much over, so already in field goal range. So 3rd and 8, run the ball right here. We get stopped, and 30 seconds remaining. We take off with Steve McNair, get the first down, and from there, that will be the game. So, hopefully you guys enjoy. It's your boy GS Man back on the winning side of things after playing absolutely terrible the game before. This game, we get back on the field and still not played as sharp as I know I can, but the results ended up in a W. It's your boy GS Man. See you guys next video. Peace!
Know what that means. No one knows what it means, but it's perfect.